Hopefully we see some Solumanx Ukba.
All right, everyone, welcome here to a live Scrimcast. It's been quite a while since we've done a Scrimcast, but well, we got some tournaments I think coming up soon here in March, toward the end or middle of the month. So we got some teams scrimming today, perhaps in preparation for some upcoming tournaments. We got, well, you guys probably know the teams here. We got Hex on the Legion side, and we have Big Ego Crew on the Hellborn side. These are some of the top teams right now in Han. So, no doubt this should be an exciting Scrim series for you today. Um, we have the bands already, I believe, finished. Let's see if I can go over them here. We got Rampage going to be banned out first here by our Hellborn side. We have the Electrician ban, followed up by Sapphire and Moira. Then we have Glacius and Andromeda. So we got a trio of supports here with the Andro, Moira, and Glacius. We got the Sapphire ban. Um, Sapphire's been a little bit more popular lately. I know it's been a while since we've had some tournament action, but she was starting to make some appearances um, toward the end there. Then we have the Rampage. That's a dude ban for sure. He plays a great Rampage. And then we have the Electrician ban. That one was banned by our Legion side. Um, Volka plays a great Electrician. Um, Actually, I think he's the only one who really plays Electrician on Big Ego Crew, but he plays a really good Electrician. So they banned those 6 heroes. We have the first pick of the match going to be Rally for Big Ego Crew. Pick up an Initiator. We could see this as either a position 3 in a core role or a secondary support rally, which we've seen Big Ego Crew do from time to time. Both Volka and Shorken play a very solid rally. We have the two picks following it up going to be both the Adrenaline and the Draconis. So Adrenaline, he got a rework. He got some buffs on the last patch. He is now a strength hero, I believe. And he is a tanky team fighter. So I'm going to be interested to see how Hex here runs the Adrenaline. I'm not too sure how we're going to see it ran, so I'm just going to kind of let that unfold. They pick up the Draconis. We all know very well the power of Draconis and his farming speed. Very scary if Draconis is able to get off to a good start. He did receive some nerfs to his mobility um, in the last patch. I'm actually blanking on the exact nerfs as it's been a little while now. I'm just going to actually take a quick look here if I can find the Draconis nerfs. So he had a base movement speed, reduction of 10 movement speed, and he had some cooldown increase on his Draconic defense. So this lowers his mobility with both cooldown and base movement speed, and then he had a little bit of damage removed from his Fiery Barrage. I do not think this will impact really his farming speed too much, so we're still going to see Draconis farming very fast, but with a little bit less mobility than previous. So that is the first two picks coming up from Legion. We see Torture and Chipper going to be picked up here by Big Ego Crew. So the Chipper, a very classic support option. Can be ran in a position 4 or 5 role, so we could be seeing something like that Chipper Rally lane with Rally in the core role
Someone will get the
and Chipper in
axe.
that second support role. Stro Peter, I hope I didn't say that name wrong. Thank you for the prime, appreciate the sub. And then we have the Torture as well. The Torture is a hero that can also be played in a variety of roles. We could see something like a support Torture or even a mid lane Torture. So not too sure how we're going to see the Torture ran just yet, but very flexible heroes here on the side of Big Ego Crew. Um, so we have the second banning stage now underway. We have Swiftblade, Pharaoh, and Shadowblade going to be banned out here by Hex. So we got a pair of carries and an Initiator in Pharaoh. Um, So they were expecting Big Ego Crew to still look to pick up another initiator. They get rid of the Pharaoh. The carry choices here being the Shadow Blade and the Swift Blade. Shadow Blade very, very strong right now with his recent changes to his Soul Sight, offering a stun on demand on that first auto attack on heroes. Very, very strong. So Shadow Blade getting taken out there. And the Swift Blade as well. Interesting bans there from our Legion side. We have Calamity, Warchief, and Rhapsody. So we got mixture of bans here. We got a couple of solo laners as well, some carry presence in the Calamity. And then we have the Warchief and the Rhapsody. The Rhapsody to kind of bulk up these tanky initiators in both Draconis and Adrenaline. So those will be the 6 bans coming out from the 2 teams. We have Monarch and Gauntlet going to be picked up here by Hex. They pick up their support, as well as another initiator to follow up with that Adrenaline. And they are building themselves a very tanky team here. They have 3 strength heroes on top of a Monarch. So very difficult to bring all these heroes down in the team fights. We're going to see the final 2 picks for Big Ego Crew going to be both the Moon Queen and the Aluna. So it looks like we will be seeing a core torturer here. At least that is my guess here. Where we'll be seeing a main support Aluna with a second support Rally. Or no, wait, actually, one of these is going to be played as a core. I believe the Chipper should be a support. So it looks like we'll have the Chipper on main support here, the Rally on second support, and then we'll actually have a core Aluna. Okay, so a core Torture and a core Aluna. So a trio of ranged cores. They're not going to be super tanky like our Legion side, but they will have lots of damage throughout the early and mid game stages with the farm. Hopefully on the Aluna and the Torture here, unless they do some swaps. We have the final pick coming up for Hex here. They have 20 seconds to think about it. Not sure if they're going to need any more carry presence with that Draconis already picked up. And I'm also not too sure how this Adrenaline is really going to be ran. If he's more of a semi-carry or just a straight-up initiator slash like tanky hero. But it looks like they're going to go with another support here. Another hard support to be more precise with the Empath. So we could see some kind of 2-1-2 or tri-lane setup coming out from Hex with that Empath. They might look to get that Draconis either started in the lane or just get him that priority farm and stack that jungle with the supports. So I'm interested to see if they go for that aggressive tri-lane or if they go for more of a defensive, win the lanes and get Draconis those stacks going as they swap the Draconis over to Znookie. And we know from the past that Znookie is a very seasoned Draconis player. So expecting to see a very farm Draconis this game. So that will be the 2 lineups. The game is now underway. And we'll see how the lanes end up shaping up. So off the bat, we see Torture and Rally going to the long lane here for our Hellborn side. We have Aluna being played by Huge Soul as the mid lane here, and then we have Chipper and a Moon Queen for the short lane. And then we have, looks like Empath going to be played here actually by Ozzo, so he's playing the support this game. Kind of switching things up. They got Chris on the third core here on the Adrenaline. And then it looks like they're going to do a Draconis man-up lane. Just a dual lane with the Empath and have the Gauntlet with the Monarch in the mid lane, perhaps? Or Monarch could even go to the bottom lane. I think we'll see him kind of rotate to where he needs to be. So he might start in the mid lane, but he might transition into the bottom lane to assist Adrenaline. We'll see how this laning phase ends up adapting, but that is going to be the lanes at least for now. Let's see, we have a defensive River Ward here placed by Mex to spot out that top rune. We also have a very aggressive bot River Ward here placed by our Rally. So we have two nice wards there. And then we're going to see Monarch place his as well. So both teams prioritizing Rune Ward Vision. But we have 2 for our Hellborn side and 1 for our Legion side. So this Draconis mana plane, it's very intriguing to me. Gonna be interested to see how well they're able to contest the farm of the Moon Queen up here. The Adrenaline, I don't know how well he does in 1 versus 2 situations, but against both a Torture and a Rally, we're gonna see the Torture as the farmer here. Um, he should be more or less giving up free farm to this Torture. Luna already taking a lot of pressure. It looks like they did a combination of the Crippling Pollen into the hook. Luna very, very low on life. If she gets caught by that Crippling Pollen with the hook up, she may go down for a Bloodlust. So we see Rally actually rotating here to the mid lane. And generally you want the melee hero to be farming in this situation. But Rally is the support here, so Luna going to be trying to both farm and harass. So they already stacked up the camp here. Looks like Chipper's going to try to box out the Draconis. Moon Queen is coming over with the beam, putting out some harass here. This could be a bloodlust kill actually if Chipper is able to chase down the dragon here. He's going to do a nice job of sidestepping that rocket. Rally is coming over. He's going to try to deny himself to the neutrals, but there's the compel from Shorecan on that Rally, compelling mechs in, and that will be the bloodlust kill there on the Draconis. So Snooki gets a little bit out of position there as he tries to take out that easy camp stack, and they recognize it right away and they punish that mispositioning there. So there will be the bloodlust kill, and he will port back up to the top lane to continue trying to pressure Moon Queen's farm. So we do have a Torture versus Adrenaline 1 versus 1 matchup here, and honestly I can't really say how this matchup really should go, as I have not really played a lot of Adrenaline since his rework. But we do have a hasted Monarch coming down here, and he is going to be able to get the catch here on the Torture with the Crippling Pollen. He's going to maybe try to get in front of him to do some body blocks. There is the Impalement, the I forget what these things are called, the Shard Blasts. They're going to, oh, Duder! He's going to take the too many tower hits and he's going to go down. So they did get the kill on Torture, but he did actually end up tanking one too many tower hits there. So Torture actually gets a return kill, and he gets some gold back, so not too bad, to say the least. So if we take a quick look at the GPMs, very stagnant over here for Big Ego crew. Everybody between like 200 and 300 GPM. As I miss a kill, they get the kill onto Empath up here. They rotate the Rally, so they are essentially tri-laning right now to try to box out this man up lane. Good play coming up from Big Ego crew to get that kill. Ideally, they want to be killing this Draconis, but they are keeping him down at least for now. He's only on the 240 GPM. But yeah, Gauntlet, so far he is the top farmer in the game. He started off with that dual mid 1 versus 2, and he is off to 23 creep kills. Moon Queen taking a lot of pressure up here. She's got health potion on cooldown, so she needs to be very careful to not go down to a combination from Empath and Draconis. Torture doing a little bit of a pull here. Maybe actually Adrenaline might have done that pull, but it's going to end up helping Torture getting that farm. You see the bottom rune going to be camped by our Legion side. They get a regeneration in the bottle of Gauntlet. Nice job by them. And I believe Empath took the Merrick's rune up in the top lane with Draconis' bottle. So not too many kills so far. We're at 4 kills though in 4 minutes. At least 1 kill per minute. Top lane, we got some action onto Moon Queen. The wall comes out to prevent more follow-up. Here comes a link onto Moon Queen. Draconis does not have a breath for a few more seconds, but there's the focus buffer from Chipper. Another beam. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, is Huge Soul going to make the juke? One more auto attack. Oh, dude, couldn't get in range. He couldn't get the vision for that auto attack. A big juke coming out from Luna to survive what looked like was going to be for sure death. Meanwhile, up in the top lane, we have the wall coming out from Empath. Moon Queen, she does have mana for a moonbeam, but she's getting assistance here from the creep wave. But Empath, he does have a health potion. Draconis with the breath. He's going to try to chase here. He's got a power supply, 9 charges. He's got another breath coming up in 3 more seconds. He's trying to give himself the distance here. Empath, they're going to go in for, they're going to spot out the Moon Queen here. And 1 more breath from Draconis. That will be another kill. That's 2 kills going the way of Hex up here in the top lane as Draconis ports away. Chipper turning his attention toward the Empath. She's doing some nice sidestepping here. Rally is being very patient with his compel here. I think they're not even going to need to use it, and Empath will fall. But, you know, big picture, they got 2 kills there, and Draconis survives. So I think they are pretty happy with sacrificing their Empath for a pair of kills up there in the top lane. So we have Draconis getting closer now to 300 GPM. He's going to take some heavy pressure. Rally coming in, but not going to get in range here with the Striders in time. Stinky does have those boots on the Draconis as he picked up 1 kill, and actually it was a double tap, just a little bit delayed there. So Torture, he is, whoa, Torture is actually the top farmer in the game all of a sudden. Did I miss something? He must be farming very well down there in the bot lane. Meanwhile, Draconis, he's gonna get, oh, he avoids both the rockets, but there is the next Moonbeam just in time. And Empath, I think she's going to be the next victim as well. The illusions from Rally and Luna coming up here as well. 4 players up here in the top lane. Going to secure a second kill there on the Empath. So Big Ego Crew putting a lot of resources up here in that top lane to really shut down the Dragon man up lane. Thank you for the host, Mr. Hahaha. For the 70 viewers, appreciate the host. Hope you had a good stream. Welcome everybody to a Scrimcast here between Hex and Big Ego Crew. This is game number 1, and we are just about at the 7-minute mark here. So, Torture, as I was saying before, has overtaken the GPM charts. He is sitting on 44 creep kills, so he is almost the highest creep kill in the game. That does belong to Gauntlet at 45. You see a compel here on the Draconis. The rockets from downtown. Will he be able to survive? No, he will not. And that will be another kill going the way of Rally, as he is now on an ultimate warrior streak. 4-0 for Mr. Shortcan. So Big Ego Crew again continuing to tri-lane up here in that top lane, pressuring that Draconis. That is his 3rd death. And now Empath, she might have overstepped her boundary. She's going to get compelled into the rockets. The auto attacks. Chipper will get the credit for that kill. So we now have an 8-3 hero kill lead in favor of Big Ego Crew. Torture, he's going in for the play here. Here comes the ultimate from Adrenaline. He's not able to survive the impalement and the torment. And Draconis, he will also fall. A huge double tap coming in from Torture to turn it around and get both kills there as Draconis came in for the kill. And meanwhile, mid lane, we have Gauntlet using the Gauntlet Blast with Monarch for a kill there on the Aluna, who is only level 5 and sub 200 gold per minute. So he is really struggling so far here in game number 1 to kind of get any kind of momentum going for himself, being up in that 1 versus 2 lane against the Monarch and the Gauntlet. So Torture with his 430 gold per minute, he has bought Ghost Marchers and a Soul Trap on top of that Sacrificial Stone. Meanwhile, in the mid lane here, we got action. Rally will finally be brought down for the first time here. A double damage rune on the Gauntlet, helping with that one. As they did not even have the Gauntlet Blast there, so catching Rally out of position there. In the top lane, we have Moon Queen. She uses the Moon Finale. Will she be able to turn it around? She gets the kill onto Empath, and Draconis, he will not have the Volcano to man up in the face of Moon Queen there with another breath. So Moon Queen will get that 1 kill, and she will fall back. In the mid lane, we have a Veiled Rotted Torture here trying to set up a kill. The hook will be missed here by Gauntlet. And they're trying to line this up correctly here. Torture still has the Veiled Rot not broken. Has that for another 1 second here. It's going to break, but I'm sure they got the missing call from the bottom lane. Power Throw will spot him out. The Fist will give him the movement speed to avoid that chain reaction stun, but he is not able to escape that impalement and torment coming out from the Torture, so he'll pick up another kill. Meanwhile, on the top lane, they get the Moon Queen kill. Draconis with the assistance of the two supports going deep, and they are simply outnumbering them up here in the top lane. Rally will also fall. It is 2 kills going the way of Hex, as Snooki will pick up a double tap on that Draconis. He is now 286 gold per minute. So he is still behind the Moon Queen, but not too far behind to say the least. And he is 4 and 4 on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, we have Draconis porting in, and he will get locked down by the Adrenaline Ultimate Torture, trying to man up and get a return kill. Will he get one? Yes, he will. He will get the kill on the Dragon before he does fall, and his legendary streak does go the way of Adrenaline. So Adrenaline picks up almost 500 gold there for that kill. We have Gauntlet and Monarch looking for some kills here. Rally compels in, and Chipper is here with the Moon Queen and the Aluna. Gauntlet going to hook out onto the Monarch. Is he going to make the escape? One rocket does hit, the power throw does hit, but it's not enough damage, and the power supply on top will heal Gauntlet to nearly half life, but Monarch, she will not be able to say the same. She will end up going down to another round of spells there. The compel into the power throw, or excuse me, into the Moonbeam, as the Moon Queen will get that final hit for the kill. The Moon Queen, she's almost got her Whispering Helm picked up on top of the Steam Boost. She's going to start in the jungle here, where she's almost got maxed out the multi-strike. So we see a 1,300 gold lead for the side of Big Ego Crew. Empath, she is all by herself up here, but Draconis is coming in from the flank. 2-man Dragon Breath. Here comes Gauntlet with the hook into the fist. And will Moon Queen fall? She's going to barely survive, but there's the Crippling Pollen, and she will go down, and now the supporting cast is on the retreat. Gauntlet, he does have a fist coming up in 1 more second. He will use it here, but there's the defensive compel from Rally. The Volcano and Draconis is in the face with a 3-man Dragon Flame Breath, and they will bring down the Aluna, and now the Rally will also fall. Chipper will fall. It's disastrous for Big Ego Crew, and just like that, the 1,300 gold lead that was in the favor of Big Ego Crew is no more. We have an 1,800, make that almost 2,000 gold lead in the snap of a finger for Hex. Bottom lane, we have the Adrenaline ulti coming out to catch Torture. He is locked down in that arena, but now Torture, will he be able to make the escape? He does have the Soul Trap. Is he looking to bait? This Rally is here with the Veiled Raw. He does not have a Seismic Slam. He is only level 5. And Adrenaline, he will dash to avoid that Compel Stun. So they will not be able to set up the kill here on the Adrenaline. So at the moment, we don't have any kind of core items really picked up on either side, just simply lots of early game build-up style of items. We have Draconis looking to steal the stacks away from Moon Queen here with this excellent Ward of Sight coming out from the Monarch. Hook attempt here in the mid lane, going to unfortunately miss from the Gauntlet. He does actually max out that hook, which I do like to see. It gives him the extra range, as well as the extra damage and stun duration. So we have 4 players here from the side of Hex grouping up to try to pressure this tier 1 tower. They have the Illusion Rune on the Gauntlet. It looks like Big Ego Crew wants to defend this, though. We have Gauntlet, though. He's going for a hook attempt here on the Chipper. He is going to miss. The Chrysalis will prevent some damage here. The Rockets do hit. After that expires, the Soul Trap is up in Gauntlet. Will he be able to make the escape? The 2-man Compel Stun coming in from Rally. They will get the 1 kill. And now the 2nd kill as the Chainsaws are down from Chipper. They get the kill onto Monarch. So Hex overextends here. They get punished for that greedy positioning, and 2 players will fall. So it is now a 17-12 hero kill lead in favor of Big Ego Crew. But now we have Draconis up here with the Empath. The link will get broken. Here is the Volcano, and the wall is down. Moon Queen has Draconis and Empath in the face. She uses the Moon Finale, but it is only level 1, and she cannot get enough beams to land onto a single target. So Empath will survive with... oh, wow, the power throw coming in from Huge Soul almost snipes out Empath there, but she does an excellent job of avoiding that power throw, and she will make the escape, following up that kill on the Moon Queen. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, we have a slam following up that compel stun, but the rocket's not enough damage to bring down the Adrenaline. He is just too tanky, sitting on 1100 life. So we have Alchemist Bones picked up here on the Gauntlet. He's looking to transition into his next core item, which I'm expecting that to either be a portal key or some kind of tanky item, something like a barrier riddle. Could be an option, but I think they are lacking the initiation right now. So a portal key would make a lot of sense. And again, I'm still not too sure what we're going to see from this Adrenaline, but he's currently got a sorcery boot and a bottle and lots of build up between the power supply and the chalice. Torture has picked up the gnome's wisdom on top of that sacrificial stone, so he has gone into a lot of healing and tanking up with the early game items. Crippling pollen here on the rally, but Torture is here. He's going to get dragged back by the Adrenaline, and there's the arena locking down the Torture, and this could be a second kill as Torture is in no man's land against 4. She is surviving for a long time here, and she's actually not dead just yet. There is a Dragon Flame coming up in 2 more seconds, but there is focus buffer on the Chipper, and Torture, will he make the escape is the question. Gauntlet coming in with the smoke. He's going to try to line up the hook, and can Torture avoid the hook here is the question. The fist is not going to be in range. A beautiful sidestep coming in from Torture to avoid that, and he escapes what more or less should have been a certain death there, as he was locked in that arena with Adrenaline going up against 4, but the focus buffer coming in at perfect timing there from Mex to save Torture there. Excellent teamwork coming in from Big Ego Crew to minimize the losses there. So Draconis, he's been a little quiet lately, but he's getting close to that 400 gold per minute mark. He's saving up 1800 gold. Will we see the Mock of Brilliance is the question here, as they're trying to pressure this bottom tier 1 tower. Torture, he's going to do his best to try to hold this off. He has Moon Queen coming in from the flank here with level 2 Moon Finale ready to go. And it looks like Hex will retreat there, not forcing the issue on that tier 1 tower. Meanwhile, in the top lane, we now have Rally trying to get some recovery farm. He is only level 6. He's currently 165 gold per minute, and he is very far away from a portal key, which I think they are feeling that they desperately need an initiation tool. We have a 3-man Veiled Rot here. They must know the Moon Queen is up here. Here comes the Dragon Flame from the Draconis, and there's the arena lockdown coming in from the Adrenaline. Gauntlet pulls back Chipper in with the fist, and everyone is locked in. That is going to be 2 kills going the way of Hex, and now Empath, he will make the escape into Draconis at the last second. He survives on 80 life, and Adrenaline, he oversteps, he will go down. They will get the kill onto Torture, and now Luna will also fall. Rally is here. He is level 9 as he uses that Tome of Elements. But he is late to the party, and he will fall. It is a full genocide coming in from Hex. They only lose 1 player, so a huge swing of momentum, a 5-for-1 team fight, and they now lead by 4,500 gold and 1,900 experience. The Draconis getting closer to that Sword of the High. And it will not be the portal key. It looks like Gauntlet, he will be going for more of that tank up route, but it will not be the barrier rattle. It will instead be the barbed armor. So a little bit surprised by that, but at the same time, there is a lot of AoE coming in from both the Torture and the Moon Queen. A lot of damage that they really can't prevent, so the barbed armor does have some uses here, as it will still reflect a lot of damage back to the Hellborn side. We are not going to see the Mock, it looks like. He picks up an Ice Brand, so perhaps going either a Frostal Skull or a Dawnbringer. Gauntlet will miss the hook here in the bottom lane. So we have Moon Queen. She's only at 300 gold per minute. She is trying to get towards her Geometer's Bane, which is no doubt going to be her next item. And we have Rally up in the top lane. He's got 1,000 gold in the bank trying to get toward that portal key. But we have Hex. They are grouped up here as 4 players. They are trying to once again force the issue here and pressure Big Ego Crew into taking a team fight. But you're Big Ego Crew right now, you just want to get that farm up on your Moon Queen and your rally. Try to get into a position where you're feeling more comfortable to take those team fights. Meanwhile, you have Torture picking up the Luminous Prism. We could see something like a Storm Spirit or even a Sheepstick being picked up here. I am currently blanking if that, other than a puzzle box, which I don't think that would be the best choice, what that builds into right now. But we're going to see a Draconis Volcano here up in the top lane. Rally will compel himself defensively. The wall not really going to do a whole lot here. Here comes the Moon Finale from Moon Queen. Was it bait all along is the question. This is a level 2 Moon Finale, and he needs one more beam. There's the power throw. The dust on top coming out from Dutch, and a beautiful dust. But it's not done just yet. Here is a hook into a Crippling Pollen, and Moon Queen will end up falling. Torture now is 1 versus 3. He's going to get pulled back by the Adrenaline. He's going to get locked down. It is a Storm Spirit, actually, and the Impalement and the Torment is doing a lot of damage. Are they going to be able to turn it around? And they're going to get 3 kills. 2 kills going the way of Torture, but a genocide for the whole team. So it ends up being Moon Queen for 5. A 5-for-1 team fight exchange here, this time in favor of Big Ego Crew. So just like that, the tides have turned, and Big Ego Crew is now back in the lead here with a 1,200 gold and 4,000 experience lead. They take out that tier 1 tower in the top lane, and Rally all of a sudden is going to have himself a portal key here in the next 100 gold. He needs 50 more gold for that portal key. And they will no longer be lacking that initiation tool. You see some pressure coming in there on the Draconis. As I take a sip of water, we get the tower here in the mid lane on Torture, but it does come at a cost of his life as he gets hooked back in. So they finally bring down the beast himself. I say finally, but he's been brought down 4 times this game, but it definitely could have been more than 4 times, to say the least. It could have been probably 6 or 7 times, easily. So he gets that tower there. Big Ego Crew picks up 2 tower kills in the last 30 seconds. And all of a sudden, the Moon Queen has a Firebrand now. She's going to work on a triple Ancient here. And once this is complete, she will be getting that much closer towards her Geometer's Bane. Actually taking a lot of damage here. Oh my god, if Kongor... Throw a boulder, Kongor. Throw a boulder. I'm just kidding, Dutch. I don't want you to die. But we do have 3 players here in the nearby area. Again, Hex trying to put some pressure on this bottom lane. We did actually have a portal key picked up on Adrenaline, so I did miss that, but I believe he's had that for a couple minutes now. Luna, she has been very quiet this game, but it looks like she's building towards the Staff of the Master. And I'm wondering which teammate she's going to look to staff, because they honestly have very good staff effects across the board. Torture, Rally, Moon Queen all have great staffs, even the Chipper, but I think you would want to prioritize either the Moon Queen or the Torture in this case, depending on who is able to survive the longest. And really utilize those staff effects. But very interesting to see a staff being built on an Aluna. It's not your typical Aluna build, and I am expecting her to upgrade this to one of her teammates. So she gets 3 bounces now on her Emerald Lightning, as well as her abilities power up for 20 seconds now. Torture's going to run into Monarch here. He's going to end up using the Storm there to buy some time for Chipper to get closer. Monarch will end up falling here, but will the team support come in time? The Draconis Volcano is down. Adrenaline will pull back the Torture into the midst of the fight here. The rockets are coming from downtown. They will bring down the Adrenaline, and the slam from Rally on top of Draconis. Nobody dies here from Big Ego Crew. They get 3 kills as they more or less pick them off one by one. The Monarch into the Adrenaline and the Draconis, who has, by the way, picked up a Frostburn. So 3 kills now, and all of a sudden Big Ego Crew is in a fantastic position. They're up by 5,000 gold and 8,000 experience. Moon Queen almost has enough gold for that Blessed Orb and eventually into that Geometer's Bane. The Torture, he's got a Mighty Blade picked up. I think we will be seeing the Shrunken Head, if I'm not mistaken, here from the Torturer. He's going to continue to buy those survivability items. Now this tower is taking quite a bit of time to go down here. I think they can't look to pursue that tower kill as the respawners are coming up from the Legion side here. So we got a tablet on the chipper now. I'm expecting Rally to maybe even pick up his own tablet, but they cannot tablet each other out of that adrenaline arena, so very important to note that they will have to hold their ground in that arena. Looks like they're going for a Kongor kill here. And we see Hex doing the same. Hex will also go for a Kongor. So we got Moon Queen at 400 gold away from her Geometer's Bane. Draconis tanking the Kongor here. Will Luna? Nope, she will not look to snipe it. It would drop a token. Oh boy, Gauntlet almost falls there to the Kongor as he makes it out just at the last second. So GPM chart, all of a sudden Aluna is almost 400 gold per minute. This was an Aluna who for most of the game was only on 200 gold per minute. They catch Empath here, perhaps trying to do some warding off by himself. But this Ward of Sight from Mex here, catching Empath by surprise. And they now have the Geometer's Bane on the Moon Queen. Shrunken Head on the Torture. They're feeling very confident to try to take a fight. Aluna picks up an Arcana. I think we're going to see a Hellflower as her next item. Maybe upgrade the Legacy to a teammate following that next item. But next in line will most likely be the Shrunken Head from Moon Queen. And then I'm not too sure what we're going to see Torture pick up. Maybe something like a Frostfield Plate or a Sheepstick could be on the list here. So nothing post Barbed Armor for the Gauntlet. He is still the top farmer on the side of Hex with 420. Draconis still below 400. He has died 7 times this game, so they have really addressed the Dragon. He is perhaps going into a Dawnbringer, but might look to build into something else. Here comes the initiation from Gauntlet. He gets the Gauntlet Blast off. And they are looking to turn this one around now. Adrenaline taking heavy pressure. The Volcano is down in the midst of the fight. But Torture, he is getting tableted into the front lines here. And he does not have a Shrunken Head up any longer. It looks like both teams, are they going to get the catch they're looking for? Monarch, he is off to the side. He will get Compel Stun by Moon Queen being tossed forward from the Rally. And they will get the kill there on the Monarch. And that will actually be the only kill of the team fight. So with all things being used here, there was no slam or moon finale, however. They only get a Monarch kill. Torture is moving so fast. With those Ghost Marchers and the Storm Spirit, it is a race car. Got Rally picking up a Mighty Blade. Wondering if that's going to be a Shrunken Head or a Staff. It could very well be a Shrunken Head. Moon Queen, I believe she is very close to her Shrunken, if not. Maybe she only needs the recipe. Empath gets caught here. Gets soloed actually by the Rally. Meanwhile, bottom lane, they get the kill onto Rallies. He's stuck around a little bit too long. He is going to buyback. It looks like they want to fight this. Torture is leading the front line. Draconis has flown out to the mid lane. And Gauntlet, he's going to try to make the escape here. He's got the barbed armor popped. He does have that soul trap debuff from the Torture. The rockets are just giving so much vision. Moon Queen will come in for the snipe here with that moonbeam. She now has the 1300 gold. I believe she should have the full shrunken head now here at the 30-minute mark. She is nearing the 500 gold per minute mark. But I could be wrong. She might... Okay, there we go. She does have the shrunken head. Draconis did, by the way, go for the full Dawnbringer. I think he will need either a shrunken head or some kind of defensive item to follow this up now. He has the ability to kind of stay on his target with that Dawnbringer, but I feel like he still needs to kind of bulk up a little bit more. Torture is going to get the catch here with the Storm Spirit into the chain reaction stun, the impalement on top of the Torment. Will this be enough time to buy for his team to get here? He's going to go for the TP out in the trees. Rally will go in on the Monarch. The Tablet coming in from the Empath to avoid that slam, and the slam will just kind of whiff there, unfortunately. Draconis has now flown back into the team fight with his draconic defense there. The Volcano is down, and he is now in the middle of the team fight. Shrunken Head is popped from Torture. Rally, will he fall? Yes, he will. Meanwhile, in the bot lane, we have Moon Queen and Chipper just pushing the bottom racks as Torture will fall. The TPs are coming in from the supporting cast. Monarch, he will get the crystals up, but he will fall. And will they be able to break this tower? Adrenaline is trying to get the kill on the Chipper. The Moon Finale is not going to be used. Actually, that was just an animation cancel. And Moon Queen, she still has her Shrunken and her Geometer's Bane, so she is feeling very confident that she can still be here. He's going to get Tether pulled back in. There is a nice disjoint on the Gauntlet Fist with that Geo Bane. The Shrunken Head is popped, and the Moon Finale will take out the Adrenaline. The Raxes will fall, and a huge disjoint coming in there from Moon Queen there with that Geometer's Bane to break that Gauntlet Blast. Very key there for her ability to turn that one around, and they get the full set of racks here. So the first racks of the game going the way of Big Ego Crew here at the 32-minute mark, and they are now in a 15,000 gold lead with Moon Queen level 21. She is the highest level in the game, and she is also the top farmer at 540 gold per minute, followed behind by the Torture and the Aluna. Draconis still tied up there with the Torture at 460 gold per minute. So he's sitting on 3,200 gold, trying to build towards his next tier item. So we have a Luna. He did staff. Who did he staff? He staffed the Rally. Okay. So Rally does actually have that staff buff, and it looks like he will be building into the Shrunken Head now. Monarch and Rally going to Veiled Rot past each other. I don't think they will end up spotting each other, unfortunately. Empath also hiding up here in the trees. So the question is, what did Draconis buy with his 3,000 gold? Was it a Shrunken Head, or was it something else? It was a Shrunken Head. Moon Queen's got a Dancing Blade now, working towards her Wingbow. And boy, oh boy, when she gets a Wingbow, she is going to be very scary. We're going to take out this tower. It does get glyphed up, but I don't foresee this being defended. Torture, looks like he's building his own Staff of the Master, actually. Which, I'm not entirely against. I'm just a little surprised it wasn't something like a Frostfield Plate. Or a Sheepstick. I guess they're feeling they just want to be a little bit more tanky. Initiation here on the Rally gets hooked into the tower here, so they get the solo kill there on the Rally. Looks like that will be the end of that. Moon Queen ports to the bottom lane to try to defend, and now look toward the Kongor. She is very close to that Wingo. I think she needs about 200 gold or so. So once this Kongor is finished, the Wingbow will be completed on Moon Queen. And she is looking very scary. So we now have a Portal Key and a Shrunken on the Gauntlet. Shrunken on the Draconis, as I pointed out before. Adrenaline. I'm not sure what he's going to turn this into. It could be a Hellflower. I think they are lacking a disable for Moon Queen, for Moon Queen's Shrunken Head. So the Hellflower would be great for that. The Snipe's coming in from Huge Soul. Unfortunately, just going to be a little bit too late. So Torture now has his own staff, which will buff up the damage. This will now be named Painful Torment, and Silence is no longer toggle this off, so you cannot get Chrysalis up from the Monarch, and that will not deactivate. Oh boy, Torture, he might get a little bit too feisty here. We'll see if he runs into more or less half of the team here. Did he not see him there? Oh, I guess he got fogged by that one tree. Not expecting Empath to still be up here as well. I think she got hit with a power throw actually at the last second, but she will TP out to safety. So everyone from Hex will make the escape. Moon Queen has a Wingbow and 1600 gold saved up. Draconis, another 2700 gold in the bank. All of a sudden he's 500 gold per minute as well. He's gonna run into Moon Queen here, but yeah, that's a fight I don't think you want to take right now because Moon Queen is very scary. And I don't think they have the lockdown for her. So the question now is, what will Draconis build into? Does he continue to bulk up, or does he look to build into something like a Shapesting? Adrenaline will go down here. He does not get his arena off. The initiation, very good to start here for Big Ego Crew. And Torture, he's in the front lines. He will Storm Spirit himself after that Shrunken Head wears off, but will he make the escape? He will go down to that volcano. And they also did get the kill onto Gauntlet. We have a buyback here from Adrenaline. Monarch will fall from the Rally Slam in the background. Draconis is without a Shrunken or a Volcano. And they will also be forced to buy back here on the Monarch, but Moon Queen is just way too strong. She's beating on the Raxus, and even though they have used all these buybacks, Draconis is just melting to the beams here, or the glaives of Moon Queen. Rally will get pulled back in. Here's the arena coming in from the Adrenaline. They do not want to commit to this. They know Moon Queen can reach here with the auto attacks. Moon Queen gets pulled in, and now, did Moon Queen overextend? Is she going to be able to man up here? She's hitting the buildings. The glaives are bouncing, but the GGs are called here from Hex, and Big Ego Crew will take game number 1 of the Scrim series here in a very exciting game number 1 here, back and forth between both the teams throughout the early and mid game stages. So we'll go on a short break here, and we will hopefully be back with a game number 2.